Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike, Oscar Echo 3 India Delta Echo.
Okay, OE3IDE. Good to hear you, Ernst. Yeah, it's been a while. I don't know when we last chatted. It must have been, good Lord, maybe last winter or something like that. Got you in here 5.9 and some QSB. But sounding really good as always. As always. Over here, state of Vermont. Yep, my name is Steve. And you still, last time we chatted, you were plugging away. I can't remember what you were running, Ernst. Some SDR system. I don't know if anything has changed on your end as far as the station. Go ahead.
Roger. Yeah, it's quite a mixture. I'm running the Fox Tango 2000, but the audio comes from an external equipment. I'm running a headset from Biodynamic. This headset is going to an audio rack. It's a preamp and then an equalizer from DBX and then some compression. And from this rack I'm going to the radio and running 400 watt on this side and the linear amplifiers from UK. It's a Gemini HF1K. Really brand new. I received it on Tuesday. Very nice amplifier, very quiet and very nice to operate. So I changed my old amplifier. It was an Alpine 200 with two big tubes with the two GU74B, and now I have a solid state amplifier. Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike OE3IDE.
Okay, yeah, sounds great. How long have you had that? I didn't think you were on a TS, or not a TS2000, Yeasu. I think you said it was an FT2000 or a DX2000. I get them mixed up. Yeasu, I think, right? How long have you been running that? I didn't think you were running that last time we chatted. Go ahead.
Oh, for sure. I started my ham radio career in 2016. I made my license, and the first rig was the FT2000. I'm quite happy with it. It's of course not the best receiver according also to the Sherwood list, but I'm happy it works good. But maybe you remember I'm running on the side a small SDR. It's a Sun SDR, not the Sun SDR. It's the SDR Play, the RSB1, and it's also in the reception chain from the antenna, so I can see on the waterfall and work like an SDR. But the radio, the transmitting and also receiving is the FT2000. Roger.
Okay, the 2000. I'll tell you what, I would think very hard before you get rid of that rig. They are one of the sought-after rigs here in the States. So it's a nice rig, especially for that audio you're running, that ESSB audio. Actually, one of the rigs on the ESSB recommended list. So it's one of those rigs, that people kind of, they went and they got rid of them, and they wish they didn't. But they usually carry a pretty hefty price tag. You're going to pay for it if you want one used. OE3IDE K1GMM.
Roger. Yeah, also here in Europe, sometimes they're going up to 1,400 euros. So a lot of money for the used rig from. I think it came out in 2007 or 2008. Yeah, I'm very happy. It's not bad. So I also wonder which rig you're running. Your audio is also very, very good, sounding like broadcast quality. Roger.
Okay, yeah, I'm actually running same thing I was running before. It's an ICOM 7300, but I'm pushing the audio via brute force with some external rack gear and running CAD. It's a fairly inexpensive microphone, but I put it up against some very expensive microphones, and it holds its own pretty good. I think I paid $60 for it. It's a Charlie Alpha Delta GXL 2200. It's a big, huge weapon, a big, large diaphragm studio condenser, and the preamp is just a bunch of Behringer equipment here, an Ultra Gain, what is it called? Ultra Gain Pro, and then the Ultra Graph. It's a 30 band EQ. That goes to a Aphex 204 oral exciter, which is really that's the game changer right there. That's what really pushes the audio chain brute force through the radio. And just a Composer Pro for some expansion gating, mostly limiting on this microphone. About a 2-to-1. I'm looking, maybe a 2-to-1 compression level with more limiting than compression. Over.
Yeah, fantastic. Sounds really good. Of course, ICOM 7300 is one of the radio you can put a $5 USB microphone in, and you're on the air and have a good audio. But of course, with this external audio gear, it sounds really, really fine. I always listen on 3 kilohertz. I opened now to 3.8 or 4K, and it's really amazing. I love the sound, also the deep frequencies around maybe 100, 130. That makes the audio punchy and very, very well listened, and the armchair copy. Yeah, very nice, very nice. And yeah, maybe I will go for SDR. I'm not sure in the next years. It's still not decided which one. It's a lot of good equipment outside. Of course, Flex. Of course, Sun SDR, NN. For audio, maybe the NN 7000 would be a very good choice. But also the Russian Expert Electronics, the Sun SDR, very, very good SDR. Yeah, maybe. Who knows? But at the moment, I'm happy with the ft2000 from Yeasu. Steve, Kilo 1 Golf Mike Oscar Echo 3 India Delta Echo.
Yeah. Anon, if I could push you in a direction, I'm telling you, dude, because listening to you, and I'm recording this, by the way, I was going to push a live stream, but I was like, nah. And I'm going to put the QSO up to YouTube so you can hear what it sounds like. I'm listening. My front end, I don't use the front end of the 7300 at all. I use an AirSpy HF Plus with SDR console. And I'm listening to you at 3.6 wide, even though you're not that wide. But I do have the filter, the audio spectrum opened up on the filters from 20 hertz to... I think this one's opened up to about from 20 hertz to, I can tell you, 20 hertz to 3.7 kilohertz audio-wise on the audio side. So I'm grabbing all of it. Everything that's there, I'm getting it. So if you want to, it'll render probably, I'm going to just push it straight to YouTube at the end of our QSO. So it'll probably be rendered by, I don't know, in maybe 20 minutes, half hour. So if you want to check it out. A lot of the guys on the stream, they're always interested in this stuff. So whenever I catch somebody like you, I try to put it up there. Hope you understand. Hope you don't mind. Sounds great, man. Yeah, the Anons. For audio, good Lord. I'm not a big fan of the Flex. I've never heard a Flex that can touch an Anon. Audio-wise, they're just like the ruler and king, you know what I mean? And they're, what is that, the pure signal? I look at it on the pan adapter, and I'm telling you, they are tight. There is virtually nothing outside of the bandwidth that they're set at that's being pushed through. It's amazing, you know. I've been having a hard time going over to a full-blown SDR like Flex Anon, requiring a computer to run it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I could ever do that, because I do like a radio sitting in front of me, you know. Us tweakers, you know, I'm kind of a tweaker, and I do like the option, if something happens to the computer, I can at least run a rig, you know what I'm saying? OE3IDE K1GMM.
Roger. Thank you very much. Yeah, very good. I will listen then on the YouTube. Much appreciated. Always very nice to listen. And I made also a quick recording, some Queen Sugar Baker, but so you can listen how it sounds here on my side. Should be here, but maybe I pressed the wrong button, HI. Yeah, you're right. It's a good decision. So, a conventional rig with knobs and buttons, it's always good. But normally I work only with the computer. I have two monitors, and all the stuff is on the computer. I touched the ft2000 maybe for some special function, and made the tuning also with SDR console. It's connected via OmniRig to the ft2000. So yeah, that's not the point. So but NN is good, but you're right. If something is wrong with the PC and some Windows 10 update decides to mess up your Windows 10, you have then to wait and to fix it, and you cannot go to the radio and start calling because you have to fix Windows 10. So maybe that's the point. Okay, Steve. Microphone back to you. Kilo 1 Golf Mike OE3IDE.
Okay, OE3IDE K1GMM. Yeah, no problem there, Ernst. And I don't want to hold it because you still got a good signal, so you pick up a bunch more contacts. But I've been looking for you. I haven't heard you. 40's been so horrible. Bands have been deplorable. I don't know what it's like on your side, but I just happened to flip the radio on, and I was fussing with some satellite. I'm building a satellite system. I've gotten into working satellites in the past 3 weeks, and I was playing with the SDR console software, the satellite tracking feature, which I use a transverter on the 7300, and I was just listening to a few passes today with a 2-meter transverter, and on the downlinks only, and this software, man, it is the coolest thing because it's cat controlled to the radio. It automatically adjusts for Doppler shift automatically, and I'm having a blast with it. But I'm sitting here, and I flipped over to the HF antennas and listened on 40, and it was the usual garbage. And came up here, and there were, you guys are all in here, nice and strong. So I figured, hey, what the heck? Been a while since I've operated even this long on 20, this QSO. It's been so bad at my QTH. Back to you, Ernst, K1GMM.
Roger. Yeah, that's the fine thing on amateur radio. Sometimes it's funny to work pile-ups and giving 5.9 and maybe the name and the location, but I also love some rec chewing, some sharing experience, and listening what's going on the other side. That's really nice. So I found the problem. I have selected the wrong sound card on the recording, but now I hope I can play back. So just listen.
Man, it is the coolest thing because it's cat controlled to the radio. It automatically adjusts for Doppler shift automatically, and I'm having a blast with it.
Okay, some noise from Queen Sugar Baker, but maybe you have an idea. Sounds really good, so perfect setup with your external audio gear and the 7300. Okay, Steve, I will make a little break, drink something, and then start maybe another 30 minutes before going.
Check 1 2, check.
Local time is 15 minutes to 10 p.m. in the evening. So
check 1 2, check.
Yeah, early up tomorrow for earning some money for the hobby AGI. Kilo 1 Golf Mike Oscar Echo 3 India Delta Echo. Microphone back for the final.
Okay, Ernst. Yeah, sounds great. Thanks for that. I was curious if I had enough snap, crackle, pop in the top end, and it sounds like I do. I wanted it to be articulate as well. I wanted a warm bottom, but to get that articulation, especially in these band conditions, I don't have a lot of power. I'm pushing about 500 right now, and I may go up to 700-800, but that's about all I got. So, work with what I can. But thanks so much for the recording. And yeah, I'll go ahead and shut this down, and I'll send it straight to YouTube, and you should see it. K1GMM YouTube channel. And I think there's a link on my QRZ page as well, so you'll find it if you're interested. 7-3 Ernst, pleasure as always, my friend. And hopefully catch you soon. And great to hear you. OE3IDE K1GMM.
Yeah, fantastic. Thank you very much, Steve, for a nice contact and nice chat. And for sure we'll look up. And thank you very much for recording and uploading the YouTube video. From my side, enjoy the rest of the Sunday. Go to TX if you maybe go around over the 20-meter band. Maybe you can catch one or two more. I think a lot of stations calling. Also Sugar 51 TX, a good friend of mine, Janis, always with his small antenna HI and low power, always making good signal. Kilo 1 Golf Mike Oscar Echo 3 India Delta Echo 73s, and hope to see you soon on the bands. Bye bye.
Bye bye, Aaron. 7-3. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Stateside Oscar Echo 3 India Delta Echo CQDX.
Alrighty, it looks like I was going to listen for a minute longer, but my good friend Ernst, such a cool guy, brilliant too. Wanted to ask him about the expert, but anyways, we're out of here. I figured I'd just post that. I knew I was going to have a nice QSO with him. We'll catch you guys later. 7-3 K1GMM, Steve, Vermont.